Alright, everyone, we're back in Unreal World, and we're going to continue the story of Jurien, who we had from last time, and we had just hunted a wolf, or not a wolf, but an Arctic fox. We've got some Arctic fox bones and 3 Arctic fox cuts, which we're going to cook up and use. But before we cook any of those up, we're actually going to come over here to kind of this little hill area that I've been using to make sacrifices, and we're gonna do that real quick. Gonna do a general sacrifice. We're gonna do one of these Arctic fox cuts. Feel a bit unsteady, so that's not good. I might have done it too soon or something. All right, let's get a little bit of a fire going here. We're gonna get ourselves some twigs and branches. And then we're going to fell this tree. Oh, you're too tired. Well, it is evening, so we could rest, but let's come over here. I want to check these hides. Okay, so that one's still tanning. This one's tanning. Let's check this. Okay. Still need to figure out more about the tanning process. Let's see here. Tools, valuables, skills, hide-working. Applying tanning. Goes for several. Okay. Alright. So I think we need to... Oh, let's go sleep first. So we're going to go sleep first because our character is very tired. We go just eat some of these heather flowers just to make it so our character's not, like, complaining about being hungry. Alright, it's morning. Anything in our traps? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so let's go work on our hides. And also, let's go finish knocking over this tree here. There we go. And we're just going to push these down here, these branches. We're going to start a fire. Oh, come on. And then we're going to cook these Arctic fox cuts. We're going to do all of them. And it should be completed in about half an hour. So let's come over here. Get ourselves a drink. I'm just going to come over here and grab some sticks. Actually, let me check these being prepared. Cool. So let's come down here, grab some sticks. I just like to do this as a way to kill time while I wait for food to be finished. Alright, let's go ahead and repeat that one more time. Alright, so our fox meat is ready. Get those. Yep. Alright, there we go. We're going to eat one. Wow, alright. I didn't really take care of the problem. Let's grab some of this heather here. There we go. I'm gonna save that next box cut for the next day, I think. Tanning hide here. Alright, let's go over here. Let's go into our hide working. Tan the skin. Alright. We completed in a few hours. Alright. We're going to repeat this. Alright. Repeat. Okay. Complete in a few hours. The whole process is finished off. Could have done better. It's dry enough now to continue tanning. It's now left to hang. This step is complete in a few hours after that. Alright. So what do we have here? So we have just regular skin, ragged skin. Alright. So we'll see how they go. Alright. We're really going to have to do something about long-term food here. We have some bones, so I want to see... Let's see if we can make... That's how I want to get them. Fishing. Can we make a bone fishing hook? Alright, so we need some bone. We'll use these hair bones. There we go. That took us about an hour. Got a decent bone fishing hook, so that's good. Yeah, I guess we eat this Arctic fox thing here. It's not great food-wise. So the other thing we're going to need, because if we want to make a fishing rod, we're going to need a slender trunk, which we can get. Cutting tool we have. The problem's going to be the yarn. So we're going to have to get some yarn from somewhere. And we can try and go trading for it. But we don't really have anything of value to trade right this second, not until our hides are done. But what we could do is if we could find some nettles, we could make our own yarn. Grabbing these blueberries, because while these blueberries won't fix our hunger situation, they will... I mean, they'll fix our hunger, they won't fix our nutrition. Is what I'm trying to say. We're going to use those to help save off some of the hunger grumblings of our character. There we go. Alright. We'll go ahead and eat those. Now, let's see if we can't find some nettles around here. So, I often see them... Oh, here we go. I'm going to grab this slender trunk just because we can use that to make our fishing rod once we find the nettles. The other thing we're going to need is a spindle. That's not too hard for us to make. Let's see what this plant is. Yep, didn't recognize it. That's alright. Got more heather here. What's this over here? There's some nettles there. Oh, we've got a slimy berry here. I'm not sure what that is. I don't recognize it. What about this? Okay, so there's our nettles. So we're going to do the harvest and pick command. There we go. And then we also have some weeds here. Yeah, yes, step into the water real quick. Coarse grass. Let's study it for a second. Don't recognize it, but we're going to go ahead and harvest that as well. There we go. Because those reeds can be used for various things too. But let's keep an eye out for some more nettles. We can find some. Thankfully, we didn't get too cold there. Alright, let's keep an eye out. I normally see nettles around... Now, I almost have into the water. I do want to eat, though. Okay. I normally tend to have better luck with nettles kind of in these slightly forest areas, like here, this type of area where it's kind of on the edge. Let's see if we can identify these berries here. Nope. There's fog flowers. Go ahead and grab these crowberries. I got some more nettles up here. Perfect. So we need basically 15 to harvest the pick to basically make thread of any sort. Alright, so we got all those nettles. There's some more over here though. This is something I was doing in my last playthrough to an extent, because I also found out you can eat the nettle leaves, apparently. I think you can make a stew out of them, too. Oh, got some more of these slimy berries. Still no idea what they are. Got some more nettles here. Any more? Because what we can do is we'll get these seeds here, and eventually we'll plant nettles as well. But this will be a way for us to get some yarn. The other thing we're going to need is we're going to need an axe soon. So let's go ahead and grab a rock here. Grab another rock. We're going to need a stone. Let's look for an actual stone. I'm going to have to make a stone axe, I think. There's one. There we go. What's this? Cloudberries will be ripe in about a month. Got lots of crowberries here. I'll give them some more food to eat to keep the hunger at bay. Won't fix our nutrition, but, you know, keep our character from feeling bad. There we go. Alright. Okay, so let's head home. Nope. Can't walk across the water. There we go. Alright, so now we check these hides. Let's get that. Let's do hide working again. And okay. Need a workbench, a working surface, and a meter. So we need a log. Alright. Let's get that. Let's go find us a log. Shouldn't be one too far away. Make sure there's nothing going on with our traps. Nope. Traps are still sitting here. We're probably going to want to put a trap down here in the forest, because that's where the fox came from, was down here somewhere. And I've been thinking about with that trunk. We're going to move this over towards the house here. And I've been thinking about going and building a trap pit, kind of where we keep seeing that elk. Okay. Let's rest real quick. There we go. And we'll just drop the log here. Okay, so now let us repeat the process. So this. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and eat some stuff. Go. Let's repeat. Alright. Too fatigued to continue, so we'll rest. And then eat a little bit. And then repeat. There we go. And so we've got some furs. We've got a ragged squirrel fur, but we got this nice... It's not anything more than decent, but, you know, it's not bad. We can... it is a trading material, so we're going to drop these down here. There we go. Actually, let's also drop the mallard feathers. Yep. Bones. Yep. And then I think I'll also leave the rope here for now as well. And I'm going to leave the stones here and a couple of the rocks. We'll leave like 2 of the rocks here. And pine bark chunk. Right, because that was the other thing I was going to work on doing, is I was going to work on making a javelin. So let's go ahead and drop those things. And then go into here. And we're going to go into weapons. So I was going to make a couple of things. One, I was going to make a javelin. And let's see here. I think we can make 3. No, just 1. Okay. First things first, we're going to have to make a fire here. So let's drop. We'll drop this slender trunk for now, because we'll get another one. We'll drop these twigs. Enter. There we go. We're going to push those here, so we'll go get that and that. There we go. Then let's go knock down this tree. Actually, first things first, we'll grab some more twigs from it. And then we'll knock it down. Get those. Yep. And we'll grab these. Yep. We're gonna stop, and we're gonna push a couple of them over. We'll do like 3. There we go. I'm gonna start a fire there. Come on. Come on. There we go. And now we'll do our crafting. I'm going to do a javelin. And we're just going to do 1 or 2. Let's do 2. And there we go. Oh, we are tired. Eat these crowberries real quick. I guess we'll sleep. Alright. I'll repeat. Alright, so we'll sleep again. Stand up. Repeat. Taking us time to do this. No, we don't want to abort. We're going to leave that bird. Sleep again. Real quick. Stand up. Eat. Come on, let's finish. There we go. Got him. Alright. 2 crude javelins. Best you could do with the tools and materials. Well, you know, it is what it is. But the important part is what we can do with these javelins now is we can come over here to the shallow area. And now we can do fishing. So let's use the javelin. Yeah, I know we're tired and hungry and it's not helping. Didn't manage to catch anything. Not the best tool for it, but you can use it. Right. Let's see if we can't. Actually, let's go bring some water here. There we go. Now let's go see if we can't find something to eat, so our character is not feeling as hungry. There we go. Grab a few more things here. And the other thing we're going to do, let's actually come over here and let's drop these nettles we have. I forgot we had those nettles. We've got 41 nettles. Perfect. So we're going to drop all of those. And then we're also going to do... look at these grasses. See if we get lucky. Coarse grasses. Come on. Alright, up. We are tired. Let's eat some of these feathers. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We got a bird up there. We're not going to bother it. So let's just go ahead and sleep. Alright. We're awake now, but that's okay. Because we slept mostly through the night. Now we're going to thresh these nettles here. There we go. And that will give us some seeds. We want all those, the leaves, and most importantly, the nettle straws. There we go. And now we need to make spindle. Spindle. So let's go. Spindle. It's going to be under, I think, utility articles. No. It's going to be under textile craft. There we go. This is what we need. So I think we need a block of wood for this, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, so we need a wooden stake, I'm sorry, and then an axe or sturdy carving knife, and then a knife. So we should be able to do that. So let's see about making a stake here. So I think this is under lumber, staff, nope, shingle, but wooden stake, here we go. Make from one slender trunk. We'll do 5. So that doesn't work. So we're going to have to get another slender trunk, which we have one, but I'm saving that for our fishing pole. But we'll just use this one, actually. So let's just repeat that. Wooden stake, 5, since we already have the slender trunk anyways. Actually, let's go back in here. Now let's repeat that. We'll do it out of the rain. So it's going to take us some time. Yeah, we know we're hungry. We got that. Yeah, we know. There we go. Okay. Your tools are to blame, not your skills. Yeah, we didn't have an axe. Got it. So let's drop most of the stakes. We don't need many of them. Matter of fact, we'll drop this here. We will drop the bark. And we'll drop 4 of those stakes. There we go. And that should be fine. Cool. And now, let's go ahead and eat some of these flowers. And some of these leaves. Well, it's not great food, and it's not fixing our starvation. It's at least making us not complain about being hungry for a little bit while we work on this problem here. Okay, so now let's use our spindle. There we go. Should have that finished here in a second. There, done. Well, we heard a duck again. Let's see here. Anything in our traps? Nothing there. Nothing there. You gonna land in our trap over here, bird? Nope. Thought about it, though. Alright. Okay. So let's see here. Let's eat some more of these leaves just to get our character from complaining. We're also going to rest until we're not fatigued. There we go. And then we need to go into here, and we need to... This isn't what we want. What is it? It is X. X is what we need, because we need to extract fiber, metal straws, all. There we go. 3 bundles of nettle fiber. Could have done better, but can't make good out of bad. No, that's alright. So now we're going to go back into here, and we're going to spin yarn with our bundles of fiber. From that sack of fiber, you could spin about 45 feet of yarn. Let's just do it all and see what we get. There we go. We got 45 feet of decent yarn. So, now, I'm gonna need a few more of these leaves here. Just get our character to stop complaining about life. I'm gonna come knock down this small tree here. Fell tree. Yep. All these. Yep. Up to here. Stop falling. Grab one. There we go. And now we will make our fishing rod. Fishing rod. Nettle yarn. Bonefish hook. There we go. We are too tired, so let's go ahead and eat some of these leaves. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some, due to being fatigued or carrying too much. Alright, hold on, let's rest for a second. Eat some more leaves. Alright, now will you let us drink some water? There we go. Okay, back to our hut. Can we finish making a rod? No. Okay, well, it's evening, so we'll sleep. I think you hear some rustling. We'll sleep anyways. I think we saw something move. Oh, right there it is, too. We got a mallard stuck in one of our traps. Which, not going to complain about. Alright. Alright, we execute skilled blow. Falls prone, seems to go unconscious. So we'll do it again. Skull. It's dead. Alright. So, let's do... I don't know if we have to do hide work on this. I don't think we do. Can we skin the animal? Yes, we can. You feel... We attained a decent mallard skin. We got a duck skin and some feathers. Nice. So now let's butcher. We got 2 cuts of mallard. We're gonna... Let's see here. Let's fix our trap here. So skills, trapping. We're going to reset a trap right there. Is there anything else here? Just the leather trap. What about over here? Lever trap. All right. And what about over there? All right. So our traps are not, they're not necessarily keeping us fully into food, but they're keeping us from starving as well. Well, I don't have any branches. So let me go grab some branches real quick. Twigs and branches, please. Yep. Grab those. Enter all of that. Now we're going to come up here. And we're going to make an offering real quick. General sacrifice. We'll do one of these mallard cuts. There we go. We feel at ease. Beautiful. That's what we wanted. We'll drop our branches here. Yep. No. We'll just do 10 for now. There we go. We'll drop the rest in here. Cool. And then we'll start a fire. Come on. Come on, fire. There we go. Alright, let's cook up our mallard fat. And then we'll repeat, and we'll cook up the mallard cut. Alright. There we go. Now, let's go back to what we were working on, which was, I think, our fishing rod, right? Yep. Come on, come on, come on. Good. Well, unfortunate. Okay, so let's see what this plant is here. Still no, still. By starting my crafting, I accidentally ruined those mallard cuts. Did we not get the fishing rod? Fishing rod? Did we not finish it? 4-pine staff. Well, we finished that. Okay, let's eat some more of these leaves. Okay. Let's go back into fishing. Fishing rod? Oh, we were literally just like 2 minutes from finishing when we stopped. Okay. Alright. So let's try active fishing again here. Active fishing. At least we got a decent rod. And we will use some of the spoiled mallard fat. But we're too tired. We're going to have to go sleep. Alright. Yeah, I know. We're tired. Okay, let's stand up. Check our traps real quick. Nothing in that one. What about over here? Oh, we got a bird. Yes. Okay, this time let's not mess up our hunting, our cooking. All right. Head. There we go. And let's do it again. And we'll do skull. Actually, we'll just do neck. There we go. All right. So let's skin it. There's our hide working. Yep. Skin. There we go. Butcher. All right, so let's go ahead and fix our trap. These traps are coming in clutch right now. Set the trap. There we go. No, I don't want to step into the water. I just want this mallard feather over here. What do I see over there? What is that? A golden eye. Not sure what that is. Nope. Keep not turning enough to avoid stepping into the water here. Yep, well, these feathers. Because we can use these feathers to make arrows, basically. I think. Which, while we may not need arrows right now, we will want them in the future. I'm going to keep trying to identify these plants until eventually I understand what they are for my character. But it's alright. We'll get there. Okay. Let's come down here and see if we can't do something about a general sacrifice. F4, general sacrifice. We got 5 cuts from this one. Nice. So we'll do that. We feel at ease. Beautiful. That's what we wanted. Alright, so let's go. Let's see here. That's a full-size spruce. We don't want that. We want this one. There we go. Alt M. Grab some twigs and branches because we can. Alt M. Fall tree. Yep. Yep. Grab these here. Yep. Oh, we'll grab this rock too, because why not? Yep. There we go. And we'll stop hauling. And we will drop the twigs and branches. Let's see here. There we go. Push them into the fire. Start a fire. Roast the fat. And then repeat, and we'll roast the cuts. All right. Okay. What we'll do is, just because that will be just half an hour, we're gonna come down here, and we're just gonna grab some twigs and branches for a bit. All right, so the fat's ready, so let's come up here and get the fat. There we go. And we're gonna eat the fat. There we go. And then we're gonna repeat. There we go. Grab these. And come back up here and get some more of these cuts. There we go. Now we're going to eat these cuts. Oh yeah, that's, our character's already much better there. There we go. And now what we can do is, now that we're fed, it is early evening though. Also, let's drop our seeds off here. And our feathers. So we'll drop the feathers. Drop our yarn. Drop these feathers. We have these seeds. And we're going to keep these tasty cuts on us. We'll drop those. Those. And we'll drop this slender trunk for now. There we go. And let's do a little bit of herb lore here while we're sitting here thinking about it. I'm not seeing anything of great value here, but now that we have a fishing rod, we have some spoiled meat we can use for fishing, we should be pretty good. So let's go try a little bit of fishing real quick. So let's do active fishing. We're going to use our fishing rod. We're going to use this spoiled meat. Nope, too tired now. Unfortunately, you also you don't gain like any XP really when you fail because you become too tired. I'm going to finish that off real quick. And we're just going to sleep right here. There we go. It's morning. I'm going to eat again. There we go. Eat one more. There we go. Alright, now let's repeat our active fishing. You don't have to use bait with the fishing, but it helps. Alright, let's try that again. Okay. We're not going to eat the spoiled meat. Let's go check our traps real quick, see if we have had any more luck. Nothing over there. What about over here? Nothing. Okay. That's alright. We're going to keep trying to fish here. Because that's going to be probably our best chance right now to get more food semi-reliably. Alright, how are we doing on fishing here? Because we're not... Like, our character's okay at it, but we're just having terrible luck. And part of the problem is also the bait we're using. It's not the best bait. Still nothing. Alright. Nothing. Let's check our traps one more time for today. Should be, let's see here, nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. Get out over here. Nothing in that one. Man, not having much luck. Try and identify this plant real quick. Nothing. Alright. And we have nothing to eat on this. You might have to take these hides and go see if we can't buy some food, I think. You can also take some of these berries. They seemed interested in the berries when we were down there at the village earlier. Anyways, let's get back over here. We're going to go to bed. Put our character to sleep here. After we... So I want to eat some of these blueberries. Just something to make us feel a little better. Let us sleep through the night. There we go. Alright. Check our traps this morning. See if we've had any luck in the night. Nothing. Alright, so let's head out. I'd rather not use our hides to buy food from the village just yet. Yeah, I know we're starving. But at this point, we might have to. Yeah, starvation's a real problem right now. See, what we really need is some raw meat. Raw meat is a better fishing bait than what we were using. Let's see here. What do we have down this way? Anything of interest? Hearing animals, but I'm not seeing anything. What do we encounter? A badger. Sure, we'll try it. We'll try to get the badger. Let's wield one of these crude javelins. Let's go into hiding. And let's creep forward a little bit. Alright. Has it noticed us? Small badger. Alright. Yep, it's noticed us. Alright, so let's throw our javelin. We go for a body shot. Oh, we missed. Well, we can stop hiding. Let's go grab this javelin here. Alright, so let's try running after it here. We don't want it to get away from us too much. There it is. Stop running. We're going to wield a javelin again. See here if we can head it off a little bit. Can we hide? Nope, it sees us. Alright, it's still running. The real problem is going to be keeping up with this thing. Where'd it go? There it is. Let's see what it looks like here. It looks a little bit fatigued. Okay. And let's see if we can get a little closer to it. Now it's running again. Now we're not letting it go the direction it wants to go. Let's go up here between these two little ponds. And I'm pretty sure it went down this way here. We just want to go until we see it again. Where'd it go? You don't know. No, I don't want to go in the water. We don't know if it went north or which direction here. I'm going to guess it turned north on us. So that was where it was kind of running in the first direction. Where'd it go? Nope. Nope. It might have gone south. Well, unfortunately, with... Nope, there it is. We found it. It did turn north on us at one point. Here we go. Can we hide? No. Can we hide? Nope. Let's see if we can take a toss at it. Body. Well, that was way off. Can we hide? Yes, we can. Let's get our other javelin out real quick. Body. Wow, we are just throwing badly right now. Okay. Still running from us. Which is kind of the goal, because we're trying to tire it out, basically. Well, we try not to get tired out. Alright, let's see how it's looking. It's still only slightly fatigued. I don't know that we're going to be able to tire this thing out here very easily. Ran this way, but where'd it go? There it is. Up. We're working it down. It's now fatigued. Because every time it runs from us, it gets more and more tired. Yeah, see, now it's having trouble even running from us. Alright, where'd you go? Kind of running down this way. Where'd you go, Mr. Badger? Unfortunately, unlike the larger animals, it's not really leaving us a trail to follow. Yeah, I feel like we've lost it here a little bit. Go down south more. Because the longer it's off our screen, the more likely it is it's going to recover. It may very well have gotten into the trees down here. If it's got into the trees, we've lost it. But we could also do this little trick here. Pop up, pop back in, see if that helps. I've heard about this. I've never actually done that before. With much success. No. Don't want to go in the water. Alright. We might have to give up on the badger. Alright. We'll give up on the badger. See if we can't find something interesting here. A little bigger game would be good. Let's head back. Let's head back home. Yeah, still got that I'm hungry. Let's see here. F6, where are we? And we went past the village. Funny enough. Yep, it's midnight. Alright. Let's zoom in here. Get some water. There's some water there. Okay, we can get back to base. Let's see here. Where are we in relation? Basically, we just need to go due north here through the... Well, we're crawling instead of walking. Crawling again. There we go. Finally made it home. And nothing to show on our traps, unfortunately. Let's see if we can't grab some of these blueberries, just so our character doesn't complain when we try to sleep through the night. Stand up. Yep, fell asleep there. Okay, let's eat some of these blueberries, and at least help a little bit. There we go. It is late morning, though, so we don't really want to be sleeping at this time. But we may have to, just because our character is so tired. We've got our sleep schedule pretty badly messed up on our character. Let's head back up to our little hut here. Let's see here. Do we need to rebait any of these? Let's see here. What about that one? Fistful of crowberries. Other. I kind of want to throw some more berries at this one. I'm going to toss some berries here. Yep, that didn't move. Alright, let's try this again. We'll just use the trapping command here. Okay. So basically saying that one can't be baited because it's got the flowers on it. And that's alright. We'll eat a couple of these blueberries, and we're going to just take a nap because our character's tired. Yep, we know. Alright. What time is it? It's nighttime. Anything in our traps, maybe? Get lucky. Rabbit, something? No birds and a rabbit. Nothing. Just nothing. Alright. We'll just try to do a little fishing here. Alright. Back to fishing. This is very... can't expect... Okay. Doesn't like the spot for fishing for some reason. Guess the water's too shallow? I'm not sure. Alright. So we're hearing birds. And check our traps real quick. Just see if we caught anything. Got nothing. Alright. Oh, we finally caught something. Alright. It's a single small fish, but that's alright. So what we can do is we can use it to catch bigger fish. What do we have that is starting to smell foul? Oh, it's the skins. Oh, no. I forgot to tan these skins. Toss these things up. Oh, well. Come on. We need another fish. Okay, we caught something. What did we catch? Caught a roach. Alright, so what we're going to do... Let's go check our traps real quick. Actually, what we might be able to do... No. let's see about grabbing those heather. And let's see about... Let's try baiting the trap with a fish. Okay, so let's see if that doesn't do better. What we can do is we'll grab some of these crowberries while we're at it. Maybe that'll get us another fox or something. Okay. Let's walk back to our hut and go take a nap. It's late afternoon. Starting to get our sleep schedule fixed. Which I feel bad about letting those hides that I pulled up go bad on me, but it's alright. Yep, hunger's waking me. Yep. Yep, tired. Yep. There we go. Let's go check our trap that we put the fish on. Still nothing. But you know what? That's okay. Got this one up here. It looks like that one's still not caught anything either. Nope. But that's okay. So we're going to come down here and do some more fishing. Alright. Gotta give up on fishing here and go for a little hike. See if we can't find something to hunt. I'd love to kill like an elk or something. In fact, I'll go ahead and wield one of my javelins just in case. Not that my character is particularly good in a good place to hunt right this second, in the sense of, you know, we're starving to death and whatnot. But we really gotta get something. Not having any luck on this. Let's find some water real quick. Good, we have some water here. Perfect. Alright, we're still a bit tired. That's okay. Okay. Alright. Found another big lake down here. Let's see where we are map-wise here. We've actually finally made it down into one of the tribal lands. So we actually have a higher chance of encountering villages down here. Oh, what's this? Found another badger. How close are we? Can we go into hiding? Yes, we can. Alright. Sneak ahead. Oh, it's fleeing. Let's throw our javelin at it. Missed. Gonna run after it a little bit here. Alright, gonna wield our javelin again. Alright, we're gonna throw our javelin at it. Just because I'm not really after the hide. So if I get it, cool. Because I'm actually more after the meat. We're going to run a little bit just so it doesn't get too far away. There we go. Nope, that's not one. Javelin. There we go. It's still running from us. It's still slightly fatigued, though. Let it run north a little bit. And after it a little bit. I want to let it get too far away. Walk. Come on, where did you go? There it is. Looks very fatigued. There we go, that's what we want to see. It's very fatigued now. It's going to have trouble keeping away from us. There it goes, down there. Yep, it's probably breathless now. Yep, it's breathless. So this is a dead badger. That's what we're looking at right here, folks. This badger is done. Alright. We're going to club it. Legs. Alright, we're going to repeat. Legs. Because basically, we're trying to just knock it down. We're hitting it. Alright. So, as a matter of fact, if we look at it here real quick. Yeah, it's suffering from a fracture in its left knee. It can't even run from us now. It's crippled. Alright, so, yeah. We're going to do this again. One. Legs. And you're just going to keep repeating this process. Legs. Come on. There we go. Oh, it moved. It stumbles and falls. Let's do head. Come on. Head. We hit it. It's unconscious. And we'll do the neck. 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 Come on. Alright, it's dead finally. Alright, now we're gonna skin it. Red working. Skin the animal. Knife. There we go. We got a fine badger skin. Oh man, see, this is a great joy of hunting with a club. You don't do as much damage to the skin here. Now we're gonna butcher said badger. We got 9 cuts of meat. Perfect. We're gonna grab the bones as well. And we're gonna come over here and we're gonna make a little fire. We're gonna actually cook some of this up. But let's just go ahead and cook up this lovely badger we got here. I'm gonna fell this tree here. Yep. I'm gonna push these sticks onto the fire. Yep. And actually, before we start cooking, let's go over here real quick. We're going to make a general sacrifice. We're going to sacrifice one of these lovely badger cuts. We feel comfortable. Nice. There we go. No, we don't want to abort the task. There we go. And now we're going to cook. Alright, roast on fire. We'll do the fat. Yep. And we'll do that again. Roast on fire. We'll do the cuts. All of them, please. Yep. Alright. So the badger fat's being prepared. Let's get over here. We're going to grab some twigs and branches. Just because we can. Fat's ready, so let's go grab that and eat that. There we go. Oh man, that fat helped out nicely. Let's go ahead and get some more twigs and branches. Alright. Feeling a bit warm, a bit hungry. Do it again. Still waiting on those badger cuts to get ready. We'll see it pop up here. Alright, we're tired. Let's come down here. Ah, good. Our badger cuts are ready. All those. All those. There we go. I'm going to eat this one here. Oh, look at that. Our character is much better off now. I'm going to come down here and grab some of these berries just to take for the road here. I'm going to eat a couple of them just for fun. Stand up here. We're going to go get some water. No, I don't want to step into it. Just drink some. There we go. And we're going to just sleep because our character is tired. Going to eat another badger cut. There we go. Drink some water. Late evening. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and... There's activity on it. What's going on this? That was because we keep scaring the bird. Apparently cold, so let's see if we can't find that fire we had. Okay, now it's gonna let us out. Let's head home. We want to get this hide tanned. Go ahead and eat these crowberries. There we go. Alright. Eat one of these badger cuts. There we go. What do we have here? We found a settlement. Where is it? Barely see on this map. So it should be... Oh, it's right there. Just find our character. Okay. There we go. It's after midnight. Let's go ahead and talk to this gentleman here, this old forester. Greet. You're bothering us, an unusual stranger. What's on your mind? Oh, well, I'm this guy. Oh, it's good to know you. And who are you? Both of them. How's it going? Can't complain. The weather we've been having during the day, the temperature will be about the same as it is now. It'll be raining. Oh, so this guy's telling us about the weather. Alright. Do you know about any caves? Nope. Okay, what about village? Now, there is a settlement in the southwest. Okay. This is a forester village. Okay. Do you have animals? Nope, no animals. Okay. Do you know about a blacksmith? Nope. Sage? So they have a sage. Timbercraft and hide working. Okay. Weapon skills, spears and axes. Alright, goodbye. So, nothing of great interest here. Oh, wow. And a box in here. Actually, let's see if they have anything to trade. Oh, they have a whole bunch of nettles here. They might have more seeds and stuff. Okay, here's a village house. Anything in here? Water. Vesta. What is a Vesta? Let's see what a Vesta is. I think it's some sort of what do you call it? Basically a boat. Nope. Did I misspell that? Space. Is that it? Nope. Moving. Let's see here. Under raft. Ability. Nope. Let's see here. Armor materials. Nope. Tools. Vista. Here we go. Oh, it's the broom, right, that you use to work a sauna. That's what it is. Okay. Alright. I've got another building up here. Like, this is a sauna here, so we could actually hang out in here. Eat some crowberries. There we go. And we could just wait a bit in here. It's after midnight, so we could actually just sleep a little bit. There we go. And let's eat one of these badger cuts. There we go. And this has gotten us warmed back up, too. Now we can also see better. So this is a little farming village, because look at all these nettles they've got here. I think we could technically actually harvest, but I'm not going to try it. You have anything in here? No. Oh, we got another little hut back here. Let's see if they've got anything in here worth us looking to trade for. So, smoked leveret here, squirrel fur, elk fur, bear meat, housewife, which is not really a trade commodity. Alright, well, let's head out. It's just a small little village, not of great interest to us. They don't have a lot. Although they do seem to have a bunch of berries and stuff around. What are these? Strawberries. Yeah, we got some strawberries. What's this one? Milkweed? I don't recognize this one up here. What is this one? Flowering bear pipes. I'm not sure what that is. It's edible and consumed. Increases physical activity. Promotes appetite. Sweating. Cool body. Helps nourishes the whole body. It's good for restoring... Okay, after poor diet. Alright. So this actually would be good for us to have. Let's grab some of that. So what's this here? A raspberry bush. I'm going to grab some of the raspberries. So let's grab some of... Let's eat this. Oh yeah, that seems to be helping nicely, actually. Strawberries. Raspberries. There we go. Let's grab a bit more of this bear pipe. I want to see if I can harvest it this way. Alright. Okay. So fresh. Okay. Okay, let's drop it here real quick. And so I just want to see what happens if we do it this way. Enter. Alright. And then thresh. You finish threshing. You got some roots. Okay. Leaves. And flowers. Okay, cool. What's that do for us? Bear pipe root. That's not what I want. Let's do it this way. Alright, well, I think we can plant that. I'm not sure. We're gonna take that with us and find out. I was hoping they'd have something else, like some grains or something we could grab. Like some barley. Because I'd take those and take the seeds with us. What do we have here? Some unforgettable grasses. Let's see what this is. Nope, no luck. No dice. Let's see here. Alright, we still have these puzzling grasses here. We've been carrying around. And these coarse grasses. What about this bear pipe root? Okay, she's telling us what we already know. Alright. Well, let's head home. We still have this badger hide that we need to deal with. And I would like to go do that back at our base. It shouldn't be too much further. Stop and eat one of these badger cuts real quick. And the rest of this root. What's that? What's that? What's that? We found... It's a wild sow. Okay. Now, let's see here. Any right next to us? No. Can we hide? No. Now, these can be dangerous, from what I understand, because... basically, if you attack one too close to the others, they will come to each other's aid. Small wild sow looks a little fatigued. That's fine. Yeah, there we go. We're going to keep chasing that one. Yeah, it keeps trying to get back to the others, which is fine. It's going to make it easier to catch. Look at this. Still a little fatigued, but that's fine. Yeah, you just keep running that way, Mrs. Pig. And see, these are actually leaving tracks that we can follow. There it is. How's it looking now? Still a little bit fatigued, but that's okay. Oh, it looks like it's gotten confused now, which is fine. It can just keep running around in circles over here, wasting its energy. There it is. Wild tail grunts. Now these will fight back sometimes. Looks slightly fatigued. Come on. You let me sneak up on you? Oh, we almost got up to it. Oh, we might actually get it in melee here. And it's running all over the place here. Come on. How's it looking? How's it looking? It looks fatigued. That's fine. Alright. You're not quite in melee. Oh. We are now, though. Where'd it go? Quit moving on me. Alright, let's do this. Legs. We got it. Let's do this again. Legs. Grunts in pain. Alright. Legs. Nice. Okay, now it's starting to rush at us. Legs. It's trying to run now. Alright. We're just gonna keep repeating. There we go. It's trying to fight us again. If we just keep knocking it down, it doesn't get to fight back. There we go. It symbols some falls. Gonna go ahead. Nice. Head. You execute skill blow and it doesn't do much to avoid the hit. We hit it again. Head. It's unconscious. Neck. 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 Alright, it is finally dead. So let's do our hide working again. We're going to skin the animal. Beautiful. We got a decent skin. We're gonna butcher it. Yeah, I know we're recovering from starvation. That's good. We got 77 cuts and some meat. We're gonna grab the bones too because we can, and drink a little bit of water. And we're gonna eat one of these tasty badger cuts. Nice. We're gonna eat some of these crowberries just because we can. There we go. And what we can do, so we're gonna go to our map here. We're gonna be like, okay, so let's leave a mark. So we're gonna add a marker here. And we're gonna say pigs. Just so we know there's pigs in this area. There we go. That way we know we can find pigs here. So we're carrying a decent amount of weight. But we're gonna head back now. See, the pigs are still there too. That's fine. So let's see here. Yep, we're recovering from starvation. Finally. We still just need to keep going up this way a bit. But it's good to know there's pigs there, because those pigs are going to be... I saw something down here, but I'm not going to worry about it, because we already got to get back to base anyways. Alright, so let's eat real quick while we're here. Alright, cool. We'll head into our map here. So we're going to get over here and we're going to start processing some of these hides. Alright, so let's go into our hide working. And we're going to clean a skin. We're going to do this fine badger skin. Yep. No, we're not going to step into the water. And then we're going to do the same thing again. Hide working, clean a skin. We're going to do this wild sow skin. Yep. There we go. Go ahead and drink some water. Go ahead and eat another tasty cut. There we go. Nice. Okay, so let's go back into our hide working. And actually, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to grab some of our bark. Alright, let's get some of this bark here. We'll take this pine bone chunks here. Yep, all of them. We'll just take all of them. There we go. And we're going to come back over here and we're going to tan these skins. Alright, hide working. Tan. Now we're going to do this fine badger skin. We have tanning material, so we'll use that. Alright, we're going to repeat. And we're going to do this clean wild sow skin. We're going to use this pine bark. There we go. Alright. Until finished. Alright. You start to rub the tanning material. Now it needs left alone for the tanning material to get to working. Alright, so if we come back, they're being prepared. Cool. So once they're done, probably in the morning, we'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and get some firewood real quick. Alright. So let's just... That's a regular spruce tree. We want a small one. Like a young spruce tree. There we go. Alt M, fell tree. Yep. Yeah, haul these over here. Yep. We're going to stop hauling them. Push some of these branches into it. We've got stored up. I'm going to say like 10. There we go. Start a fire. Come on. Why did I turn around? Come on, fire. There. Oh, go on, fire. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Okay, we're going to roast, and we're going to do all of this, all these cuts here. I'm just going to do all of them Actually, no, just cancel. Let's do the right thing first. We're going to come over here. We're going to make an offering, general sacrifice. We're going to do a wild sow cut. There we go. Now we'll come back over here and we'll cook. Alright, there we go. We almost messed that up. So we're going to do this fat. Yep, and it should be done shortly. We'll repeat. We're going to do these sow cuts. We'll do all of them. Alright, we're going to do 10 at a time. And we'll repeat. 10 at a time. Alright, so we're going to get our fat. Yep, there it is. We're going to eat that fat. We're going to roast a couple more of these here. Going to repeat. Roast these. And see, this is where we need something to smoke them or preserve them. Alright. Let's just keep repeating. Because what we can do is we can take some of this extra and go sell it. Down in town here. Maybe buy some stuff. Okay, so we actually got some more of these sow cuts already. So we're just going to grab them. Yep. That's ready. Enter. Ready. 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 Alright, cool. And then we're going to repeat this process until we get all of these. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Yep, repeat. Yep. 10 at a time. Repeat. Yep. Space. There we go. Okay, and it looks like I think some more of them were ready. Yep. 10 more of them were ready. Perfect. And I don't want... No, we'll just keep going. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is come down here. We'll do some more twigs and branch gathering just to finish cooking these, or grabbing these, getting these cooked here. Let's go see. I should really stop cooking these in the house. That'd probably be a good idea. Grab those. Yep. Those. Yep. Alright, let's see here. How are we doing? Is that all of them? How many we got? We got 58, so we still got a few. Alright. So let's go do one more round of branches. Some more of them are ready. Because we had, what, 77? Something like that. Alright, sow cuts. All. Okay. Alright, and I think if we go get some water here, we'll be good. And we're probably going to call this episode here, folks. I know it was a little boring, but then we managed to get like a pig and a badger. Should go check my traps, make sure I haven't just like abandoned them for no reason here. Where are my traps? That's the problem with nighttime. Let's see here. What do we got over here? Spoiled roach. Yeah, not surprised. Got her over here. I feel like the traps don't work if you're too far away, it feels like. What about this guy? Nope, nothing here. Let's go check this last trap that we have. Because we left one down here, right? There it is. Yep, nothing in that one either. Okay, well that's fine. But we've gotten plenty of food now. We've killed a pig, we've killed a badger, and this is getting our starvation turned back around, which is just what we wanted. We've got some hides so we can go trade. And when we go do our trading, what we're really going to want to do is probably go down here either to the Drick or either one of these tribes. These little villages are outside the tribes. They don't have a lot, so they're probably not really going to be super interesting for us to trade with. Just because they're not going to have a lot of valuables that we're going to be interested in. But this is going a lot better than we were doing in our last series here, I think. But thank you all for joining me. This has been Thalan McRom playing a bit more of UnReal World, following our character Jurien of the Cookie, however you say that. We're playing more as a hunter this time, and that's working out, even though we're still kind of having to do persistence hunting, where you kind of chase the animal down until it just gives up, basically, and it can't escape you. But still, it's been pretty good on this episode. I'll try and trim out some of the boring minutia here. But you all have a great one, and make sure to leave me comments. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me things I could do better. You know, I really appreciate the feedback, and also tell me what games you all like. Any games you think are coming out soon that you want to see me play, or any old games you want to see me play. You know, I'm always looking to expand my repertoire a little bit. And again, just thank everybody who watches these, and you all have a great one. Talk to y'all next time.